The first time you step off a cruise ship into a port, the world feels different, larger, louder, and somehow more real. But what if the real treasure wasn't on the ship at all? What if the real gold was waiting just beyond the gangway, in the maze of shops and stalls where every vendor is trying to sell you something? The answer lies in the quiet, almost invisible rules of cruise port shopping, rules that turn casual visitors into savvy survivors. Most travelers arrive at cruise ports with a sense of purpose, but few realize how much of their budget can be siphoned off in the first hour. The shops are designed not just to sell, but to entice, and the psychology behind it is subtle, almost imperceptible. The first clue is the layout. Every vendor is positioned to draw you in, often near the ship's gangway or directly in front of the terminal. This isn't chance, it's a calculated strategy to maximize foot traffic. The consequence is simple. You're more likely to make a purchase the moment you step off the ship. The deeper mechanism is the time pressure. You've just spent hours on a boat, and the moment you're on land, there's an unspoken expectation to make the most of your time. It's not just a shopping trip, it's a ritual, a way to transition from the cruise to the real world. And in that transition, the sales pitch becomes almost inevitable. But there's a trick to it. The first rule is to avoid the obvious. The souvenirs, the t-shirts, the overpriced trinkets, these are the easiest targets. Instead, focus on what you actually need. A new pair of sunglasses, a light jacket, or a travel-sized toiletry kit can be lifesavers, but they're often overlooked. The trick is to treat the port like a mini-market, not a tourist trap. Another clue is the pricing. Many shops along the dock are marked up by 200 to 300% compared to what you pay back home. The consequence is clear. You're paying for the experience, not the item. The deeper mechanism is the lack of competition. Unlike regular retail, cruise ports are isolated in time and space. There's no rush, no comparison, and no chance to walk away. You're in a bubble, and the vendors know it. The most effective trick isn't about what you buy, it's about what you don't. The best strategy is to walk through the port with a clear mind, not a shopping list. Look for the hidden gems, local markets, duty-free stores, and even the small shops tucked between larger vendors. These places often offer better deals and more authentic experiences. But the real trick is to time your visits carefully. The first 30 minutes after disembarking are your golden window. Use it to explore, not to buy. Walk the length of the dock. Take note of which shops are crowded and which are quiet. The crowded ones are likely to be the most expensive, while the quiet ones may offer better value. Keep your wallet close, but your curiosity open. As you move through the port, pay attention to the people. Tourists are easy targets, but locals often know the best deals. Ask questions, but don't be pushy. A quick conversation can reveal hidden opportunities, like a discount on a souvenir or a better exchange rate for your currency. The key is to blend in, to move with purpose, and to avoid the trap of impulse buying. The final clue is the exit. The moment you decide to leave, the vendors change tactics. They'll try to upsell, to guilt trip, or to pressure you into a purchase. This is where the real trick comes in, knowing when to walk away. If you've already found what you needed, don't let the pressure of the moment convince you otherwise. The best purchases are the ones you make with intention, not desperation. In the end, the real value of cruise port shopping isn't in the items you buy, but in the knowledge you gain. Understanding the psychology behind the setup, the pricing, and the timing can save you hundreds, if not thousands, in unnecessary expenses. The next time you step off a cruise ship, remember that the real treasure isn't in the shops. It's in the awareness of how they work. Stay sharp, stay informed, and let the port be a place of discovery, not just spending. And here's the ultimate hack. Bring a reusable tote and a portable scanner app. As you stroll past each stall, snap a quick photo of the price tag, then run it through the app to see comparable online prices in seconds. If the local rate is inflated, you can politely point out the discrepancy and often negotiate a discount on the spot. Some vendors respect the savvy shopper and will slash a few percent just to keep the sale. Another power move is to schedule a price check break at the duty-free kiosk. Those shops are required to post the exact tax-free cost, which you can use as a benchmark for nearby souvenir stalls. When you spot a handcrafted item that seems overpriced, mention the duty-free price. Vendors frequently match or beat it to avoid losing a customer. Finally, never forget the return policy window. Many ports allow a 24-hour return if you show the receipt and the item is still in its original condition. Keep that receipt tucked in a Ziploc bag, and you'll have leverage to walk away from any purchase that feels off-kilter, knowing you can reverse it later. Master these tricks, and you'll turn every port into a smart shopping playground rather than a costly pit stop. Ready to put the plan into action on your next voyage? Pack your tote, download the scanner, and let the savings set sail.